Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. Hymnodia Season 1, we love hymns.
Hello, Nigeria. Welcome to Hymnodia. This is our magazine show designed to bring you updates, reports, and snippets of activities in and around the Hymnstitute. Hymnodia is here, and the game is finally on. Conversation on the street and social media is increasingly interesting and engaging. So, how is Hymnodia singing at your end? Hymnodia magazine show will thrill you to uncommon excitement, fun, and the behind-the-scene moments as the hymn testants battle for the Asaph and participate in beautiful rendition of your favorite hymns week in, week out for 13 weeks. Pull a seat, call up a friend to join you as we take you on a story of fun and a journey of some intrigue on Hymnodia, the art of worship. When Hymnodia flagged off in December, we called for entries. We knew there would be interest, but we didn't expect over 1,000 people to register in this maiden edition or post their hymn videos online, but they did, from all over Nigeria and even beyond. But we could not take everyone. Slightly over 200 songbirds were shortlisted by the Hymnodia Faculty to face the judges in the physical audition. The process of shortlisting was fully captured on our Sunday show. If you missed it, or you'd like to have another look, go over to our website, www.hymnodiahq.org, or our YouTube channel for a recap. While you're at it, I will take the time to give you this piece of news. This is Hymnodia. The Hymnodia Faculty is now fully up and running. The three wise men who will lead, teach, and conduct our hymn testants and choristers in Hymnodia Season 1 are Ben Ogbewi, Dean of the Hymnstitute; Ajibola Bolaji, Rector and Choirmaster; and Seun Owaje, the Music Director. This is Hymnodia. Ben Ogbewi, also known as Uncle Ben of all trade, is a seasoned musician and a prominent feature at popular music programs. A pitch-perfect vocal expert, music coordinator, vocal arranger, music coach, and a voiceover artist. As the Dean of the Hymnstitute, he brings his wealth of expertise to play on the show.
Music is the most outstanding thing. It actually calms you, but at the same time, it can make you absolutely erratic. And for people like us who are almost, dead on a nail for perfection, it is imperative that we get it all right. Did it all start like that? No, it didn't. I was a top-level pupil, student, as the case may be. I loved books. This beautiful day in 1986, my sister took me on that journey to rehearsal at St. Dominic's Catholic Church. And that was the first time I heard a choir sing up close. It was an amazing experience for me because I remembered everything they were doing. The parts, the harmonies, Brendan Aker, God bless his soul, that conducted the other day. Everything was absolutely amazing. And that was where it all began. And everything just grew from then on. We were there singing in church, and the late Francis Agu walked up to me. I'm taking you to an audition. I think he will need your voice. He? Who's he? But before then, in St. Dominic's, Demola Olota was there to explore all our gifts. We were singing together then in, the click vocals. And of course, we had our own group also. Myself, Daria Atalade, David BBM, Nandi Amadi, and of course, Kende Watuje, the Chord Webs, an a cappella group. See, music is in the blood, even though reading was also part of it. Your parents would never want to hear you doing music. You need to have a white-collar job. And I was studying civil engineering. Then, at the Edo State University, Ekboma, Francis Agu took me to the home of the late Elder Steve Rhodes. And for all of you who know who Steve Rhodes is, when he looks at you, you get that no right. If you look at him wrong and you get it wrong, you will hear your history verbally in a minute. And that is the end of your career if you're ever to grow it. So it's not a case of mustard seed growing. Your mustard seed is dead before you even see it. And all that for me, coupled with school, was growing. And in the end, music reigned supreme. But for me not to lose my relevance in choral church music, I had to step into the Lazakweme chorale. And that was where the test actually came. You had to sight read, you had to sing right, you had to do your solos well, because there were people looking up to you, and there were those that you needed to challenge. All that's what we call Ben of all trade, master of everything. I'm not being proud. I'm just saying, by the special grace of God, I'm very gifted. Music has grown since then. I have taken it all seriously. Sight reading, making sure I still did operas, as the case may be. That is relevance. So you don't stay with one genre of music. And then the gift of teaching came. You could hear what someone sounded like. You could feel what the music should be. You knew exactly what brought it to life. You had that band, you had the orchestra, you had the voices to back it up. And we had you out there to support the cause. I must thank you too. I must really, really thank you. The criticism, the encouragement. You are the ones who are really the backbones. And I am not going to change, because then character is what puts all this together. And today, Hymnodia begins where we all started, to sing their favorite hymns, their not so favorite hymns, to harmonize hymns, to write hymns, and of course to go for the ultimate prize, to be recognized as a composer. That's what Hymnodia is all about. What am I doing on this? I am the Dean of the Hymstitute. It means we right all wrongs. We make sure we give them the light towards that shadowed path. Straight and narrow, wide, it doesn't matter. The fact is, they're going to entertain you. They will show their level of intelligence. They will bring families together. And I hope in their minds and in yours, they leave an indelible mark to promote positivity in our places of worship, in our religious beliefs, in our minds, and of course, turn the world to a global place where peace, harmony, and the ultimate love reigns.
This is Hymnodia.
Praise to the Lord, the Almighty, the King of creation. O my soul, praise him, for he is thy help and salvation. All you who hear, now to his presence draw near, join in profound adoration. You are watching Hymnodia Season 1. Keep watching.
Praises to your name we bring. Guide our thoughts and be our King. Hymnodia. The end receive, the end receive.
To thee we claim.
To your name we sing. Hymnodia.
This is Hymnodia. In most parts of the world, those who will be adept at music have to start early. The next faculty member proves the fact as true. Music was part of him from childhood. This experience shaped his worldview in a peculiar way. Ajibola Bolaji. Ajibola is the rector and choirmaster of Hymnodia. Right from childhood, his father taught him music. He went on to study music for his first degree and master's degree. Today, he is the choirmaster in a large church congregation based in Lagos.
As a rector of the institute, a lot of expectation from me, from the intestines. We expect them to be very ready to be trained. We want to get the best out of them. They must be ready to work very hard, because music is not for lazy people. Before my involvement in music, I used to think that, and I'm so sure this will be for so many people, I think music is enough for you to come and sing and just go. It's talent. But we always forget that when your talent is not trained, not nurtured, it becomes useless. So they must be ready. Whatever level they might have attained, they must be open, because learning is a continuous process.
But his journey to success was not without frustrations.
For me to be really, really interested in music, something happened. There was a wedding that was supposed to take place, and I wasn't chosen to be part of the people to go for that wedding, and I became very angry. What? Why should this happen to me? But I was able to do a very truthful self-examination. I realized that if I was very good, I would have been chosen. And that was what propelled me into learning how to play the organ. And within few months, I was able to get myself there. And I think that was what actually impressed my dad to encourage me to go and study music. Hymnodia is a TV reality show that is to educate people, to entertain, and it's also for edification, EE. I became really, really interested in this program because for me, the art of singing hymns were gradually losing out. And people don't understand, hymn really ministers to the soul. It's not just only for us to come and sing, play the drums and go. We need to sing songs that will be able to reflect upon. I'm not saying that songs that you play drums to, you don't reflect on them. But you know, hymns ministers to your soul. It gets you to that mood, that reflection point of whatever is going on around you.
This is Hymnodia.
We shall reign forever.
This is Hymnodia. It is God's grace and faithfulness that sustains us in the face of life's challenges. It is God's faithfulness that will guide and protect the hymn testants in the Hymnstitute. And to put it all together and bring out the best musical performances in the hymn testants is Seun Owuaje, our music director, who believes that discipline is key to success as a musician. He is a man of many frames and forms, and he is as comfortable in classic hymn environments as he is open to the freshness and new styles of hymn rendition of the contemporary age.
Basically, from about the age of 8, I was a member of the choir at Christ Apostolic Church, Yaba. And well, of course then, since I was a little boy, I basically started singing treble, which is what little boys will sing. Well, growing up in that, you learn to sing the soprano part of the hymns and the anthems that the choir is singing. After graduating, after having my first degree as my first degree in music, I came back into the choir as an organist. Over the years, that it's not all about the playing of the organ, the writing of the music, and being able to knowing what each part is supposed to be singing correctly. As the music director of Hymnodia, basically I would be directing the music in 2 major areas. Number 1 is authenticity. Authenticity in the sense of drilling the proper singing and performance of hymns into the hymn testants. That is teaching them how to properly sing and perform hymns as we know them traditionally. That is number 1. Number 2 is in creating fusions, in the sense that to be able to create a fusion of styles in the sense that we're looking at bringing the correctness of hymns singing performance, as it were, with the personality types, the musical personality types of the hymn intestants. That means being able to create a vibrant musical personality types of the intestants. So we are looking at creating a musically acceptable balance, and of course, at the end of the day, will also bring glory to God and edify the people of God.
This is Hymnodia. This is Hymnodia.
Praise him, praise him, praise him, praise him, praise the everlasting King.
Trust and obey, for there's no other way to be happy in Jesus but to trust and obey.
Praise to the Lord, the Almighty, the King of creation.
You have done so well for me. I will give you a yes, my brother.
This is Hymnodia. This is Hymnodia Magazine Show. Oh, here you have them, the different members of Hymnodia Faculty. Ben of all trade is the street and mainstream showman. Ajibola Bolaji was raised, schooled, and a practicing choir master. And of course, our music director, Seun is the Mr. Scholastic. Together, they will train and train the hymn testings and choruses with the single objective of bringing you the best of hymns and hymn rendition, whether they be new or old, ancient or recent. It is a musical experience like never before. Watch out for more intrigue, fun, and exciting performances at the auditions. This is Hymnodia Magazine Show. See you next week. This is Hymnodia.
Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. Hymnodia Season 1, we love hymns.